I'll give you a project, and if you complete this project, I guarantee your English speaking abilities are going to be so much better than how they are right now. And also, your English problem is gonna go away forever and ever and ever. I promise you that. No testing your patience and no putting you into trauma, nothing like that. It's actually simple because you know I'm all about everything simple. So this is the project, okay? So hear me out carefully. What you have to do is you have to speak 10 minutes of English for the rest 100 days. Okay, so in absolute terms, it's just 1000 minutes of you speaking in English. Now mind it cannot be with an application, an AI, nothing. Okay, you could not be talking to AI. You have to do it with a real person. You have to talk in English with an actual human being, but that could be on the phone. That's all right, but it has to be a real person. You cannot do this in front of mirror. Okay, you're not going to do it that way. This problem of yours not being able to speak in English despite trying so hard for so many years now is going to get over. Okay, but there cannot be a gap of even one day. You have to do it for 100 days at a stretch. No gap whatsoever. If you can do this, we are on for the challenge. There is this tracker that we've prepared for you. Okay, this is called the 100-day tracker. You have to fill in one entry every day when you're done with your 10 minutes of English speaking. Once you're done, just on the option, just say yes, submit, done. Okay, then we'll come to day 2 and we're going to do 10 minutes practice, and then again, yes, move on to the day number 3. So that's how it is. Very simple, nothing hi-fi. Just remember, you don't have to do it with AI. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to do it in front of the mirror. It has to be a real person. Now, initially, it might feel a little difficult. You might feel a little overwhelmed. This might be a little discomforting. You might feel uncomfortable because, again, we are habitual of what happens to us human beings is that we know what we want. We always know what we want. In our heads, we are clear about the things that we need in our lives, right? But how willing are we to work towards those things? That is a question that you need to ask yourself. Are you actually willing to work on something that you need so desperately in your life? Because learning to speak fluent English is not just going to make your life easy, not just bring your career up to a mark, but also fill you with a lot of confidence. Right now, all that hesitation and the discomfort that you feel while stepping inside an office room, a conference room, or in a gathering where most people are going to talk to you in English, whenever that discomfort fills you, this is the time you really work upon it. You give it some dedicated work, okay? Now, this is dedicated hard work that I'm asking of you. Dedicated hard work of 100 days, just 10 minutes every day. Till now, you just have had this idea of one day I will be fluent in English, but you haven't really done anything in that direction. Or probably you have done, but there have been gaps in your practice. Too many gaps. You practice for a few days and then your motivation disappears. You're always falling back on your motivation. Instead of discipline, you're more of a prisoner to your motivation. Now, this tracker is going to ensure that this sprint, this is a sprint. 100 days is nothing, just 3 months, a little over 3 months, right? These 3 months of dedicated 10-minute practice is going to ensure that you start feeling comfortable in the discomfort. 10 minutes is nothing. It's nothing, really. Most of the daily shows that you watch are half an hour long, right? And once you start doing this, initially feeling difficult, but after a few days, maybe a week or so, you will feel your confidence is actually rising. You're actually feeling there's a difference in the way on the first day, the day 1, and probably day 10, there's going to be a difference, and it's going to be substantial. Just make sure that you don't drop it because of the discomfort. Now, there are 2 problems associated to this. First, with whom to talk, okay, and what to talk about. These are 2 problems. किससे बात करें, ठीक, और क्या बात करें. I'm going to give you a solution to both these problems in the next 1 minute. With whom to talk, there are several apps. You can just simply search English speaking practice on Google Play Store, App Store, okay, and you will find several apps that are going to help you with this problem. I can name a few. There is Invarta, then there is Ace Fluency that I'm not sure. They used to provide these 15-20 minutes of free talk time every day. I don't know if it is available anymore or not. You can go and search for yourself. So then there is Cambly. Some of these products are paid. Some can be free, some can be initially free. Okay, you find out for yourself. You can use my own WhatsApp tool, which is alinarais.com/WhatsApp. Okay, you can use this tool. All right. Another thing that you could do is you have your friends, you have your family, you have your colleagues. Just tell them that there is this project going on for 100 days and I would need your help. I need to speak to somebody in English for 10 minutes. Can you help? Because there's nothing better than this. If you could speak with somebody who is there present in front of you, your family, your friend, or some colleague, this is the best way actually to practice. Next problem is that my mind goes blank. If I have to speak, I do not know what to speak about. A very simple idea to use in this situation. There is this mnemonic that we've created for you, okay? A to Z. So 1 letter, 1 word. I'm going to give you 26 words, 1 for each letter. And you can just start talking about either of these. Maybe just start with A, go on to B, C, and the next day you can take up D, E, F, and then G, H, I, something like that. So let's start with the first one on the list. That is letter A. A, accomplishments. B, books. Discuss some book, some great book that you've read or maybe somebody else is reading about or somebody told you about, okay? C, childhood. So you can talk about some childhood memory. D, dreams. E, education. Your educational background, you could share about that. F, food, something nice that you've eaten. G, goals. What is your goal? What do you want to do in life? H, hobbies. Any favorite hobby of yours? I, inspiration. Who inspires you? J, job. Very easy topic. What's going on in your job? K, knowledge. Something new that you've learned. L, life experiences. When was the last vacation you had taken? How was that experience? Share about that. M, music. Your favorite music or some nice song that you'd like to share about. N, news. Very easy. Something you heard on the television regarding news. O, outdoors. Anything that is there in your outdoors. Something that you've seen new. Maybe some new tree that you've planted or some new board that has come up. Maybe a new road. Something on the outdoors, right? P, pets. Easy, simple topic. You might have a pet, somebody else may have a pet. Just talk about them, okay? Q, questions. Ask a question. R, relationships. Everybody has relationships. You have a relationship with your immediate family, your indirect relationships, maybe something going on in your romantic relationships. There's so much you can talk about when it comes to relationships. S, sports. I don't personally enjoy this topic much, but yes, sports is something that a lot of people love talking about. T, travel. Easy, travel, okay? U, unique talents. Like Ananya Pandey has a unique talent, right? I don't have that talent. My unique talent could be what? I think my communication skills. I mean, it's not something that most people do not have. A lot of people have it, but I feel that, yeah, this is my special talent. You could have a special talent of your own, right? So one unique talent. V, values. W, weather. Common. X, X factor. What's your X factor? X factor is something that is really special about you that makes you stand out, okay? That's your X factor. Then Y, year in review. What happened during the year? Anything that happened in the last year. Anything, year in review. Starting with January onwards, you could talk about January, February, moving on to maybe whose birthday falls in March, stuff like that, okay? Year in review. Then you have Z, which is zodiac signs. It's a very interesting topic. Zodiac signs are fun to talk about. I used to read a lot about zodiac signs back in the time, but now not anymore. I'm more into non-fiction reading, something that has more to do with improving the quality of life. I know nobody has, just sharing. So yes, so now you have a whole mnemonic. What are mnemonics? Mnemonics are, small short forms that you make to remember longer things, like, there was this mnemonic that I had learned in my childhood, which was for learning the sequence of the planets. My very educated mother just showed us 9 planets. So my Mercury, very Venus, educated Earth, mother Mars, just Jupiter, showed Saturn, us Uranus, N 9 Neptune, and planets P, Pluto. So that's how I remember the sequence of the planets. So this is a mnemonic. So I have this short sentence that I can easily remember to remember the sequence of the planets, okay? So that's how it is. So now you have whom to talk with and you have what to talk about. You will never ever fall short of ideas. Just maybe make a list in your writing pad or somewhere, okay, so that you can remember the mnemonic and go about it. So simple and it's fun actually. You may learn about so many new things about the other person and it probably can result into some new friendships coming up. You never know. Now, one last thing that I have to share before I say bye-bye to you is that I've launched my English speaking course. Just in case you're interested, I've left the link in the description of the video. I'll see you again soon. Make sure that you start with this tracker and start with your 10 minutes of practice every day. Your confidence is going to shoot up. I'm very excited to see your progress. I wish you all the best. Okay, go ahead. Do not stop. Let's conquer it. Bye-bye.